George Soros was finally found out by Elon Musk. Elon Musk said that sunlight is the best way to kill germs when he talked about how he was gonna find out who was behind a plot to stop him from taking over Twitter. So who are the people who supposedly paid him to fight Elon Musk's plan to take over Twitter? And did they do the right thing? Since Elon Musk may have said he wants to buy Twitter, many people have become more worried about ethical issues, especially when it comes to the content shared on the platform. In this video, we will tell you how Elon Musk finally exposed George Soros. But before we start our video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell button. As a supporter of free speech, Elon Musk made it clear that he didn't want to limit what people could say on the platform. In fact, he wants to improve the platform by making changes and adding new features. In another tweet, he said Twitter will always be free for people who just use it occasionally. Musk hasn't said much about how he plans to run the Twitter, but he has been the most clear about free speech here. Twitter should let more people talk at once. He said in his own words, "I hope that even my harshest critics will stay on the Twitter, because that's what it means to have freedom of speech." In a tweet from before, he said that he was free speech absolutist. He went on to explain that he meant by free speech by saying, "By free speech, I just mean what is legal." But people all over the United States are very angry about his new policies. CNN said that 25 left-leaning advocacy groups sent a letter to the biggest companies, include Coca-Cola, CCEP, Disney, DIS, and Kraft KHC, asking them to make sure that the Twitter advertising deals are conditional. That will keep policies in place to police hateful behavior, make sure things are open and honest, and enforce civic integrity or risk losing advertising dollars. According to the letter, which is sent to big businesses and brands that use Twitter, when Elon Musk takes over Twitter, it will make information ecosystems even worse and be a direct threat to the safety of the public, especially for the people who are already the most vulnerable and left out. It is said that if they advertised on Twitter, the company would be linked to a site that spreads hate, extremism, false information about health, and conspiracy theories. If Musk is in charge of Twitter, it could turn into a place where people spread false information, with your brand attached, polluting our information ecosystem at a time when trust in institution and news media is already at all-time low. Your ad money can either pay for Musk's pet projects or make him answer for it. We want you to tell Musk to follow these basic rules of community trust and safety, and if he doesn't, we want you to stop advertising on Twitter. The letter went on to say that there were some basic non-negotiable standards that had to be met, or businesses and brands would have to stop using the platform. What it said was this: keep off Twitter any accounts, including those public figures and politicians that were taken down for breaking the Twitter rule in a big way, like by harassing, hurting, or being hateful. And keep up with the policy in hateful behavior and the policy on civic integrity. Would be bad not only for the people who were targeted, but also for the businesses that advertised on the platform. Besides making sure algorithms are clear, making sure they're also accountable, keep people's privacy safe, commit to making the algorithm less biased. Think about what it would mean for the Twitter's algorithm to be completely open to the public, and put safeguards in place to stop bad people from gaming the system. Listen to privacy experts and others whose job is to protect groups that are being treated unfairly, and tell the truth to those in power. Keep Twitter's promise to be open and give researchers access. And to give the latter some weight, empower 26 companies, including Access, now accountable Tech Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation, signed it at the end. In response to this letter, Elon Musk has asked that these advocacy groups be looked into. He wants to know who wrote the letter that was signed by more than 24 liberal groups that ask advertisers not to use Twitter if he manages to take over the biggest social media site. Musk asks on the Twitter, who is paying these groups that want to control how you get information? Let's investigate. Then Musk shared an article from the Daily Mail that a lot of people have read. It first showed who was behind each of the 26 groups. The anti-Musk campaign that asked big companies to stop using Twitter was led by people who worked for George Soros, Bill Clinton, and Barack Obama, as well as European government. Nicole Gill, a political activist who started the 2017 tax march and runs the Washington, D.C.-based Accountable Tech Group. And J.C. Law Rich, who used to work for Hillary Clinton's campaign and is the nephew of David Axelrod, who used to be Barack Obama's top advisor. David Brock started another group called Media Matters for America in May 2004. Politico called a journalist who used to be on the right but switched to the left in 2017. The Ultraviolet Group is supposed by a number of family foundations such as Novo Foundation, which was started by Warren Buffett's son Peter. The Swedish government's development agency SITA is the biggest donor to the Access Now group. Soros' Open Society Foundation is the second biggest donor. The article also said that large amounts of money have been given to these groups by the governments of Denmark, Germany, the Netherlands, and Canada. The morning after these news broke, Elon Musk tweeted, "Interesting. I wonder if the people who give money to these groups know what they're doing." Then Twitter's boss looked at the Soros with suspicion and asked him to slide into his direct messages. But it's not a secret that the Hungarian-American businessman George Soros is the main source of the money for these groups. In fact, the Open Society Foundation, which is run by the Hungarian-American George Soros, has given money to two of these groups, Free Press and Media Matters for America. The billionaire financier has had problems with more than just Twitter. He has given money to the number of liberal causes. By giving money to his organizations and others, he has tried to get some kind of control over the new Twitter management, which he says he wants to make more responsible. Soros was actually once a shareholder in Tesla. He backed Tesla Inc.'s TSLA bonds when they were going through a lot of sorting. In the first 3 months of the 2018, the billionaire's investment firm, Soros Fund Management LLC, bought a $35 million stack in the electric automaker's convertible bonds, according to the SEC filings. The convertible bonds, which can be turned into a set of number of common shares, gave investors the choice of making money from changes in the stock price or getting a steady fixed income yield until March 2019. At one point, there was a lot of pressure to sell Tesla's bonds. Investors were afraid that if the electric automaker took too long to make its Model 3 sedans, the company would run out of money. A bet against the bond made it more expensive than ever to start new short positions on Tesla's debt. Concerned that Tesla could go bankrupt were also made worse by the fact that its autopilot technology was involved in several accidents, and a lot of important people leaving. But the titan businessman George Soros stepped in and saved the company. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, is in trouble. And then billionaire George Soros comes to his aid. In 2016, Soros' company helped Musk raise $350 million to help Solar City's corpse balance sheet. In the fall of the year, Tesla bought the solar panel company for $2.6 billion. Soros also owned Tesla stock, but Reuters says that he sold all of it last year. But his recent anger could be because he wasn't happy with the money he made from investing in Tesla. It's possible that he got less than he should have. Plus, he tends to be on the left, and Elon Musk's policy on free speech puts him at odds with the owner of the Twitter. Musk's deal to buy Twitter for $44 billion went through early this year. Thank you for watching till the end. Comment on Elon Musk finally exposed George Soros, and tell us what you think. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button.